Hello everyone, thought I would do another episode of this revisiting. I have only done one before, so I thought I would do on Deep Purple Perfect Strangers. Like I've said before, never been a really big fan of this album, but I have huge respect for this album because when you consider that some successful band or basically any band gets back together, what you expect them to do is do what they had been doing before. But this is unlike anything they had done before or anything that they had done in those years between this reunion. So yeah, it's completely different and I have high respect for that. I believe the first seed of getting back together came from Ian Gillan. He had left Black Sabbath and he was thinking of forming another lineup of the band Gillan or possibly some other name, band of another name. But somebody he knew said that no, what you actually should do is get back together with Deep Purple. And Ian Gillan met with Ritchie Blackmore. I don't know if it was a planned meeting or just purely by chance, but Ritchie had told Ian, jokingly or not, that he should join Ritchie's band, but Ian replied that no, what you should do is you join my band. Anyway, getting back together with this lineup was highly unlikely because both Ritchie and Roger were in Rainbow and they were doing good business by that point. And especially when you consider that Ritchie later said that with the Street of Dreams, he was exactly where he wanted to be. That was exactly the kind of music that he wanted to do at the time. So why would he abandon Rainbow? Well, I'll get back to that a bit later. Jon Lord and Ian Paice had been with Whitesnake, but Ian Paice had left Whitesnake earlier when Coverdale fired all of his band, although he did retain Jon Lord. But Ian Paice had joined Gary Moore's band, but by '84 he had left that band also. Jon Lord was still with the Whitesnake, so he left Whitesnake. And Ian Gillan had the band Gillan, but he had broken that band up in '82, mostly because of financial difficulties. Personally, he had made some financial investments which all had gone terribly wrong, and the band had big money problems, although they were successful both in England and in Europe, but they hadn't made any headway in America. And so the band had originally made a deal that they would equally share the profits of the band Gillan, and they also should have taken responsibility for the expenses of the band, but in reality almost all of those bills were paid by Ian Gillan. So by that time the band was, Ian Gillan was personally almost bankrupt, and he said that he had grown extremely tired of hearing the band members whine and moan about money to him. So the last Gillan album, which is my favorite. I haven't heard nearly all of the Gillan albums, but my favorite is the last one, Magic. So after that he joined Black Sabbath. Apparently it was a financially very good deal, but was it even good enough for to lift him out of the financial debt that he had from his investments? I do not know. So the recording of this started in April '84. Album was released, I believe, in August of '84. I bought this, I believe, in late '86. One of the deals that they made because of Ritchie Blackmore was that the songwriting credits would be divided more by the songwriters rather than giving it to all of the band members. So all of the songs here include Blackmore, Glover, Gillan, with the exception of Nobody's Home, which is a full band credit including Paice and Lord. This ninth track, as you can see, this is a picture disc. Also include ninth track, Not Responsible, is also a full band credit. This ninth song is included on Picture Disc. By the way, this is, unlike you would expect, this is actually the B-side of it, but I keep it this way around. Is included on CD and cassette and on this Picture Disc, but not on the main format at the time, black vinyl. There's some rumor that the reason why it was left off the vinyl is that it includes the only swear word that is included on Deep Purple songs. So yeah, to me the biggest surprise on this album is that this almost all of the songs, with the exception of let's say semi-ballad of Wasted Sunsets, all of the songs here are quite fast tempo songs. So yeah, I do like this, that they're good songs, but just not really a big fan of this anyway. My favorite is the song Perfect Strangers, and I especially love the ending part where they include some like Eastern scales, Eastern feel to it. There's one thing that I noticed, I think it was on Hungry Days, the end part there, there's like, well, it's not really a solo by Jon Lord, but he plays this keyboard part, which I really loved. You probably don't see, but he's playing there with his other hand. He plays like this a mini keyboard there, so it's not played with his usual organ, which he often played through Leslie organ. And I think, by the way, the Hungry Days, I noticed that he was singing about the making of the Smoke on the Water, so I believe this Hungry Days is about the early days of the band. So yeah, the recording of this album went pretty much smoothly. They went to Vermont, they rented a house, and they brought in a mobile studio. They were originally meant to use an outside producer, but in the end it was basically done by Roger Glover. The credits here say produced by Roger Glover and Deep Purple, so mainly it was done by Roger Glover, and I think he did a very good job here. Recording went smoothly, basically without the exception of, I think it was this title track where they took several dozens of takes arguing over what kind of arrangements they should use. After this they went on a highly lucrative tour, which actually became the second biggest crossing tour of '84 behind Bruce Springsteen's massive Born in the USA tour. But by the end of the tour there was already cracks starting to appear. Blackmore and Gillan were starting to argue, and there were other squabbles going on also. Like I've said here, never really been that big of a fan. After this I have only bought one album, Rapture of the Deep, and I have heard only the follow-up to this one, House of Blue Light, and the live album Nobody's Perfect. Never heard any of the other albums. But yeah, this was a good start for the band, and they still continue to this day with whatever lineup they have today. So yeah, good solid album, although never been among my favorites, even from Deep Purple. So that's it for this time. Hope you like this. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment. Bye.